Hi, I'm Mr. eTutor, your mystery tutor here at mysterytutor.com, and welcome to video module 6-2. In this video module, I'd like to discuss briefly the proper mental approach for the SAT 1 math section. We've already seen in the other video series how every single part of the SAT is completely different from its counterpart in high school. We've seen that the reading and writing strategies that can get you excellent grades in high school English classes will fail miserably when applied to the SAT. And the math section is no different. This is probably the most important thing to understand if you're going to try to do well on the SAT math. You must learn to look at these questions in a way that's very different from the way you look at math tests in school. I can't tell you how many times I've had clients come to me who have A's in advanced calculus and they can't pull above a 600 on the SAT math section. It's not because they don't know the math. In fact, they know way more math than they need to know. The reason students like this don't do as well on SAT math sections as we might expect is because they approach the SAT exactly the same way they approach their advanced calculus tests. Most of them find this very frustrating. I can't tell you how many times someone has come to me and said, "Listen, I can't possibly figure out what formulas I'm supposed to be using on the SAT. I've never seen anything like this before." And I have to explain to them, and I'm explaining to you right now, most of the problems on the SAT involve no formulas. The questions on SAT math tests are not designed to be approached with known formulas. Instead, think of them more like brain teasers. They'll combine very basic mathematical ideas in ways you've never seen before to present questions that can be quite challenging sometimes if you don't know the best way to take them apart. So remember, SAT math is not about formulas. It's not about calculus. It's not about anything advanced or difficult. SAT math is all about taking extremely basic concepts and fitting them together to solve questions that are much more like brain teasers than they are like traditional math problems. By the way, a lot of tutors and classes will tell you that there's 8,000 different types of SAT math questions, and you need to learn a specific approach for each type. This is completely ridiculous. There's one type of SAT math question. Every single question is an example of that type. And we'll learn how to approach that type in general, and you'll see you don't need a specialized approach for every single question that's on the test. By the way, this is one more reason you should only use real SAT questions written by the College Board. Third-party questions put together by other companies are not going to follow the same standards that the real SAT questions follow. And, as I've said a million times, it's extremely important when you get ready for the SAT that you only practice with real SAT questions, because only real SAT questions will follow real SAT standards. I strongly recommend that you watch this video again. It's crucial to understand that SAT math requires a different mental approach from high school math class. You cannot approach these questions the same way you're used to approaching math questions. Thanks for watching this, keep an open mind, and remember, it's easier than you think.